to link uh, Redux.js. Basically, Redux.js helps to centralize my state in React.js. So I want to centralize my states, means a local state to global state. So now I will install, and basically I'm using of Redux.js toolkit instead of using directly of React.js. So here I will copy this, paste over here. I am using Linux, that's why it shows like this. Just remove here and write npm I Redux Toolkit, and here, because I am using React, so that's why I need a connector of Redux. So here is React Redux, and install this. Now open your website, and here I will open my Redux extension. Okay, so basically you need to use an extension to analyze either my Redux is working or not. So what I want to do in so start your npm start here. Okay, now okay, now in the sources I will make a folder of slices. Here I will make a API slice. Under the API slice I am going to fetch a URL of product and other checkout process, just like your order API, API slice, and payment API slices, and so on. Okay, so here I will make a slices. Basically in the slices I will create a reducer, and after that I will make a store.js, and Indian index I will import one package, that is provider, and in store.js I will import configure store from Redux.js toolkit, and make one const store. Under this, configure store, and here I will write reducer. Okay, and export this, export default store. That's it. Now in the index.js, the setup of provider, so wrap up react router provider to provider store. So this is my provider. Under this, I will write store. Under store I will give a store. Okay, and import store file, so that provider can provide a store prompt. So basically here, store using a store file. Okay, so in this store I will store all the states where I will, whichever I will use globally. Okay, now Now under the slices, I will create one API slice .js, and here I will import create app, create API, fetch, okay. Now in the slice folder, make one API slice .js, and here import create API, then fetch base query from at Redux.js toolkit, then query. Under the query we have React, and just save this. Okay, it's create API, okay, and it's working, okay. Now come back to the create API. Here you need to use a base query. Under this I will write fetch base query. Here write your API. So whatever backend API you have, so I will copy this, paste it over here, slash products, okay. If I will use products, so it shows me all the database data. That's it. Now export. Now here in the export, we are going to export this API slice. So export API slice, create API. Under this mention base query, after this, so whatever tag types I need to use, I will. Tag types will be product, order, products, orders. One second, just remove this, okay. Order, orders, and then users, okay. Perfect. Here now, here just write dev tools, okay. So here I will mention one endpoint, two endpoints, that is builder, and here my setup is completed. Now just press Ctrl plus S, come again into store.js. Under this I need to write API slice dot reducer. Here I will write API slice, okay, a reducer. Under this I will write API slice dot reducer, and then one second. Under the reducer, just put an blank array. Here, give API slice dot reducer, and that's it. Here, call it API slice dot reducer. Now, come up to the middle view. Okay. Now, under this middle view, I will give get default middle view and put it in okay, put it under the get default get default middleware, and here I will write get default dot concat, and one more, that is dev tools. So here mention dev tools, that is true, and that's it. Control plus S. Okay, so I guess let me find out. Here I need to use a reducer path. Okay, let's go to the index.js. Okay, React Redux, Control plus S. Now here you can see, here I got one API. My API slice is working under the raw. Okay, so this is my basic setup of Redux. Now going to start with product slice. So under the slices I will call product slice, we can fetch a state of API from the Redux, but what I require now, this products coming from an API of Axios, which is of course I am fetching from this from Axios, but I require this from Redux, means state. So what I need actually, when I triggered, means when I payload button on any product, so I can get all the products from the Redux, means from blank state to the uh, global state. So I required this from this products come from Redux, but it is not coming from Redux, it is coming from directly from Axios, which is not control under the Redux. So what I will do here, I will make one and here what I will do, I will import API slice. So import API slice from API slice, and now I will export my one function, that is product API slice. In that I will call API slice and inject endpoints under this. and here I will make one product API. Here I will inject points, and what I will do, I will make one endpoint 0. In that there's a get points and get products and builder dot query, and in that query I will change this to URL. I will change this to URL, and under this URL what I will do, I will give a link of products, and that's it. Then I will give one more command, that is keep unused data for 5 seconds. This is I am using to get my cache file of data. Okay, now export this, export const product API slice. For that I will use get product query, and in that I will write product API slice. That's it. Use get products query. Now import this under the products dot JSX and import this product query, product, use get product query here from slice, and comment this, because instead of using use effect and Axios, I am going to link use get product query to my one second to my UI. Here as I can see, okay, nothing is happening here. So what I will do, I will give a data const data. Here I will write product equals to use get product query, and that's it. Now here okay, I will make some changes to is data is loading or error. Now what I will do, first of all I will use this under the fragments. Second, I will make some changes like is loading ternary operator, and in this I will write if it's loading So just give me this dots, else I need my output. So for that output I will, okay, so I required one output here. Refresh this, it shows me no store found here. Okay, now let's check it out. Is loading h2, and there is an error, build one question mark. Okay, now everything goes well. Here you can see I got this data from Redux, and it's working perfectly. And as I can see here, this data also coming from Redux, but I need to work on detail page. When I will click on product detail page, it's not coming from Redux, but it should come from Redux. So for that we need to create one more slice, and for that copy this, paste it here, and write get product detail, and make one more query, use get product detail query, and here write product ID, and of course if we are using an object literals we need to use a backticks. So write backticks. Now here write product ID. Okay, that's it for product slice. Now coming to the product detail page, here as you can see, of course we are using use effect like product, but now import Redux. So import use product detail query, and comment this user state, comment use effect because we are not using this. Now write const similar data product use get products detail query, and now come into the JSX. Here just write is loading, and here ternary operator, and this is for error, and that's it. Now under this, if it's loading, so show about loading, else throw a error message, error dot similar like products, copy this, copy and paste it over here, and give a fragments, copy till container, okay, control plus S, module failed because of such reasons, and okay, cover this under the div, and here I make one mistake, Okay. Now if I'm using an error, I shouldn't use this, I guess. Okay. And now let's check it out with the things. If I will click here, it shows me rejected, rejected. Okay, parsing in an error. Let me check out the things. Okay, this ID is not using here, so that's why I guess it's not working. For that, what we can do, I will give this product ID, Control plus S. Now also it's rejecting. Let's check it out. A product slice here. Okay, copy this, paste it over here, paste it over here. Control plus S. It's fulfilled now. Use get product uh, detail query. Now copy this, paste into the detail. Import this. Now Control plus S. Let's keep rejecting. It's because I didn't give a proper link here. Fulfilled. Okay. Now it's fetched the property, but I don't know why it's rejected. Uh, let's try it again. It shows ID user. Okay. Okay, so as you can see here, I can work properly, and it's working fine here. Actually, I changed my server from 5000 to 8000, and it's working great under the API and backend and in my Redux. So, through the help of Redux, I can fetch my data, as you can see. So, the conclusion is we use Redux to centralize a state